Self-help groups are small organizations that are community-based where members pool their resources together for mutual economic support with a focus on savings and credit activities. The group plays an important role in marginalizing communities, providing financial assistance and promoting sustainable livelihoods. In this article, we are going to cover all about self-help groups, their meaning, role, and contribution in socio-economic development. Self-help groups (SHGs). Self-help groups are groups of people who come together to pool their resources and work for a mutual economic benefit. Self-help groups have managed to treat a transformative movement in India as well as other developing countries. These groups work on the principle of mutual aid, self-reliance, and collective empowerment. The group focus on mobilizing people to take charge of their economic, social, and personal growth. Self-help group meaning. A self-help group is a small, informal group of individuals from similar socio-economic backgrounds who voluntarily unite to pursue shared goals. They contribute regular savings, pool their resources, and utilize the collective fund to address personal needs or income generating ventures. Self-help group objectives. Self-help groups have the following objectives: access to credit and promotion of entrepreneurship, build confidence among marginalized groups with a special focus on women to foster a sense of community, connect unbanked population with proper official financial institutions, improve skills awareness and decision making capabilities, improve the standard of living of poor households through sustainable livelihoods. Self-help groups features. Following are the features of self-help groups. Group size. Self-help groups usually consist of 10 to 20 members, a manageable number that supports effective communication, coordination, and a strong sense of responsibility among members. Homogeneity. Members typically come from similar socio-economic backgrounds, fostering trust, mutual understanding, and collaboration in addressing shared challenges. Saving and credit. Members regularly save to build a common fund which is used to provide low interest loan for personal or income generating needs, promoting financial self-reliance and internal resource circulation. Collective decision making. Self-help groups follow a democratic approach where decisions are made collectively, ensuring equal participation and shared ownership of group initiatives. Training and capacity building. Members undergo training in financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and skill development, empowering them to manage finances and run small businesses effectively. Bank linkage. Through initiatives like NABARD, SSG Bank Linkage Program, SSGs connect with formal banks, gaining access to credit and enhancing the group's financial stability and community impact. Emergence and origin of self-help groups in India. The self-help groups movement in India emerged as a grassroots response to rural poverty, lack of institutional credit, and women's economic exclusion. Evolved through voluntary collective action, later supported by banks and government-led livelihood missions. Early collective efforts. 1950s. The Textile Labour Association Ahmedabad formed a women's wing in 1954 to provide skill training like sewing and knitting to women from mill worker family, laying the foundation for organized self-help initiative. Formation of SEWA 1972. A major milestone was the establishment of Self-Employed Women's Association by Ela Bhatt. SEWA organized poor self-employed women such as weavers, hawkers, and artisans in the unorganized sector to improve income security and bargaining power. Rise of NGO-led SSG 1980s. During the 1980s, several NGOs promoted small saving and credit groups to address rural indebtedness and exploitative moneylender practices. NABARD SSG Bank Linkage Program 1992. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development launched the SSG Bank Linkage Program, integrating informal groups with the formal banking system. This became the world's largest macrofinance initiative. RBI Policy Support 1993. The Reserve Bank of India permitted self-help groups to open savings bank accounts, formally recognizing them within the banking framework. Government-led livelihood mission 1919 onwards. The Government of India launched Swarn Jayanti Gram Swa Rozgar Yojana in 1999 to promote self-employment through SSG. This later evolved into National Rural Livelihood Mission 2011, strengthening self-help groups across rural India. Expansion and institutionalization 2000 to present. Self-help groups expanded rapidly under NRLM and state-level initiatives like Kadambasri in Kerala becoming key instrument of financial inclusion and women empowerment. Role of SSGs in socio-economic development. Women empowerment SSGs empower women by promoting financial independence, boosting confidence, and involving them in decision making, which enhances leadership skills and rights awareness. Poverty alleviation by providing access to microcredit for income generating activity. SSG help uplift families from poverty. Financial inclusion self-help groups bring marginalized population into the formal banking system by facilitating savings and credit access. Skill development and employment. Members receive training in trades like tailoring, handcraft, and farming, enabling self-employment and job creation. Social cohesion. Self-help groups strengthen community bonds and collectively tackle social issues such as domestic violence, child marriage, and illiteracy. Disaster management. Self-help groups enhance community resilience by mobilizing resources and support during emergencies like natural disasters or pandemics. Self-help group advantages. Self-help groups have become one of the most effective grassroots development models in India. The advantages of self-help groups in India are financial inclusion, provide collateral-free loans to poor households who lack access to formal banking, supported through initiatives like National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Regular saving habit encourage small but consistent saving, building a common corpus for internal lending. Reduce dependence on money lenders. Protect members from exploitative, high-interest informal credit systems. Women empowerment enhance decision-making power, leadership skills, and economic independence of women. Income generation. Promote micro-enterprises such as dairy, tailoring, handcrafts, and food processing. Poverty alleviation. Strengthen household income stability and reduce vulnerability to economic shocks. Social awareness. Spread awareness about health, sanitation, education, and legal rights during group meetings. Elimination of social evils. Act collectively against dowry, alcoholism, and child marriage. Improve access to government schemes. Facilitate better implementation of schemes under National Rural Livelihoods Mission. Financial literacy. Improve banking knowledge, bookkeeping skills, and repayment discipline. Self-help groups challenges. The major challenges associated with self-help groups are limited outreach to the poorest. Self-help groups sometimes fail to include the ultra-poor and most marginalized families, limiting their poverty alleviation impact. Patriarchal social structure, deep-rooted gender bias, and social restriction prevent many women from actively participating in self-help groups. Inadequate banking infrastructure with limited rural bank branches compared to the large number of villages, access to formal credit linkage remain uneven despite support from National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Irregular meetings and poor participation. Some groups suffer from low attendance and weak group cohesion, affecting decision making and sustainability. Weak financial management, lack of proper bookkeeping skills, and transparency can lead to mismanagement of funds. Over-dependence on external agencies. Excessive reliance on NGOs or government officials reduces self-sustainability and autonomy of self-help groups. Loan default risk. Peer pressure ensures repayment, but income instability can lead to delayed or defaulted payments. Limited skill development, inadequate training restricts members from expanding into profitable and competitive enterprises. Market linkage problems. Self-help group products often face poor marketing support and limited access to wider market, reducing profitability. Regional imbalance. Self-help group movement is stronger in southern states while credit deficient regions like parts of central and northeastern India lag behind. Way forward, expand outreach to credit deficient regions, strengthen self-help group penetration in underserved states such as Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and northeastern states to ensure balanced regional development and financial inclusion. Strengthen financial infrastructure, enhance rural banking networks, and promote digital banking with support from National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development to improve timely credit flow and transparency. Capacity building and skill development. Provide regular training in entrepreneurship, bookkeeping, digital literacy, and marketing skill to improve sustainability and income generation. Improve market linkages. Develop better branding, packaging, e-commerce access, and supply chain networks so self-help group products can compete in wider markets, robust monitoring and evaluation mechanism, establish dedicated state and district level SSG monitoring cells for performance tracking, transparency and quality control. Urban and peri-urban expansion extend self-help group models beyond rural areas under schemes like National Rural Livelihood Mission to include the urban poor and migrant population for inclusive growth.